Hey, it's Chuggy here, and I got up really early this morning, and while I was on the toilet this morning, I updated the software for my happy DJI Quadcopter, the Mavic 3, and so I gave it a fly, and I took it to go take a look at the big waterfall that's about 6 miles up the hill from my house. And so that's what you're seeing on screen is early daylight at the top of the waterfall. I'll do a number of shots of the waterfall, and daylight will kind of trickle down the waterfall as I do more and more shots. And yeah, it's looking back towards Castle Mountain and our house where I came from. Yeah, I'm panning over. This is the view from up on Ohio Pass near the West Elks in Colorado. And this range directly in front that the waterfall is coming off of is the Anthracite Range. The anthracites are some pretty steep mountains, and boy, they have this nice waterfall coming off. I guess that would be the far eastern edge of the Anthracite Range where this waterfall is. Down, down, and down it goes. I just love the panning down the waterfall shots. So for the next 4 or 5 minutes, be prepared to see it over and over again. But each time I do a little bit different angles, and I get closer and closer to the waterfall near the end. And the light changes too. You know, there's more and more daylight farther down the waterfall each time through each of these pans. And I think the last shot might be the most special because it gets to be where there's light on both sides of the waterfall, but the waterfall itself is still in shadow. So I wanted to know the name of this waterfall. So I was looking at it on Google Maps and Google Earth, and I couldn't find a name for it. And so I typed into Google a search for Waterfall Ohio Pass, since this is seen from Ohio Pass. And it had images of this waterfall that people had taken from the road. And yeah, I've taken some from the road too, some recently in some of my videos, in fact. But nowhere, what Google AI told me, what Gemini told me, is that there is no waterfall off of Ohio Pass. And I haven't been able to find a name for this on a map yet, so I'm still looking. I might find a name for it at some point. And for that matter, I definitely intend to return to this waterfall again and again. Today was a neat day to shoot it. It was, perfect, bluebird skies and a pretty fair amount of water running down it. I would imagine in the fall, there'll be way less water traveling down this waterfall. But I can imagine seeing it on other days where maybe there's like misty clouds like floating up the hill, and the sun is lighting them up and the water's pouring through the clouds. And I could see neat things happening throughout the year. And I intend to return to this place again and again, and look at this waterfall in the morning on different days with different weather throughout the year. Waterfalls are definitely one of my favorite things to photograph. And with video photographing them with the quadcopter is a neat way to go. I really enjoy it. It shows so much more than what I could show of the same waterfall. with just shooting it with a lens from the road. Got a lot more daylight coming onto the waterfall now, where both sides are lit up. And the waterfall itself is mainly kind of going through darkness, getting just a few flashes of light here and there. Yeah, I really like this lighting situation. I would consider this maybe the prime lighting situation for photographing this waterfall. Again, yeah, I think I changed angles slightly from the last one. But yeah, this time of year, this is a really nice waterfall. If you get the chance to see it, I'd do it. This was shot about 6 a.m. and the date is June 16th, 2025. Guess my angle was a little bit off going to the bottom there. The pan down. I want to do a pan up. I'm a lot closer, and yeah, you get some of those really nice flashes of color when you're real close like this to the waterfall. The shot isn't going to maybe show the size of it as well as some of the other shots, but one more big pan down with the most light yet on the waterfall. Just love the evolution of a morning. Down looking at the same thing as more and more light comes onto it. Oh yeah, love those flashes of color and light. This is really a tremendous waterfall. Yeah, I'm doing the pan out shot. Slow pan out to kind of show the waterfall back from a distance. And as you pan out more and more, you get to be, it gets to show more and more of what the view is actually like from Ohio past the road when you're looking at this. For this just to be like, 10-minute drive from my house is really special. I love photographing waterfalls, and that one this close, this nice is really makes me happy. Anyway, the rest of the video, I'm going to be driving and looking at stuff from the road, and I will lead you over to that. Hey, Chuggy here, and this morning I took a early morning drive up on Ohio Pass to see the view of Castle Valley, where I live, from a little higher up. And there are the castles. I've shot that from my house a lot of times. My house is, 9,500 feet, whereas I'm probably more like 10,500 feet. Maybe close to 11 where I'm shooting from here, but anyway, it's nice to see Castle Mountain from a different angle, and these lovely mountains that I see every day from a little different angle at sunrise. Chuggy out. Hey, Chuggy here. I'm up on Ohio Pass, and what I'm showing you is that there's not much. Very little left, but there is just a wee bit of snow still on the road up here near the top of Ohio Pass. Chuggy out. I am driving my truck, and I am coming up on a happy Marmot in the road. Yeah, it's always nice to see the marmots. There he is, running for me a little bit. Oh, there he goes. Oh, there's a nice deer. Oh, where are you, deer? There you are. Yep. Cybertruck's pretty quiet. You get to sneak up on some wildlife in the woods, and they're not too freaked out by the noises it makes, I think. Which can be a bad thing, I guess. Anyway, it's good to see the deer, though. Chuggy out. Chuggy back again. So the waterfall was up the road and down this way, where I drove to go photograph it. And like a dum-dum, I forgot my key to get in the community gate. So I'm at the mailbox here at my community. And I'm looking up at the anthracites. These are the mountains that waterfall was coming off at. I'm just going to show the whole view from the mailbox area here because it's a pretty good one. Got some more cliffs and ridges in this direction. And my house would be like somewhere back up in there. Somewhere in those clearings. I'm close enough to the anthracites that I can't see them too well from the house. And then we get into some of the larger mountains, the West Elks. And Castle Mountain. We're in the middle of Castle Valley. And looking back over towards the ridges of Mill Creek. Woohoo! Anyway, the view from the mailbox here is actually pretty good. And hopefully I'll see Melissa soon. Gotta do one more thing. I'll show you the gate here. Yay! Here comes Melissa to rescue me. Woohoo!